Hello, everybody. I hope that you are doing well. Today marks the day of a new Instagram series that I am playing with. It is called Coaching Misunderstood. If you remember back in the day, the movie Girl Interrupted, somehow Coaching Misunderstood came from that. It just kind of works. This is going to be another series where I'm going to keep each video about 5 minutes or so that way it's easy to digest. It is something that fits into your day. You know, we've all got a lot going on. So today is going to be more of an intro episode to give you a little bit of context, why I'm doing this, what you can expect. So this is going to be a series that meets here on Instagram Live every Tuesday at noon Eastern. As soon as I'm done, I'm going to save the playback in the Instagram TV. So if you can't be there live, you can always check there right after. I'll also be sharing it to my YouTube channel, among other places. So those are different places you can catch this. But when I began my journey as a coach 6 years ago, I realized right off the bat that a huge part of my job was going to be a lot of education around coaching. Coaching is a relatively new field in terms of professions. And so if you look back when other fields were new, like psychology, physical therapy, occupational therapy, it was kind of like the Wild West. There wasn't a lot of regulation, not a lot of standards, kind of Wild West, right? So coaching is still there, and I find that a lot of people don't actually know what it is, and a lot of the reason is because it's pretty misrepresented, and sadly, some people I know haven't had very good experiences. So what I'm going to be doing starting next week, I'm going to be alternating. 1 week is going to be covering what coaching is, then the next week what coaching isn't, and just kind of going back and forth in that cadence. So if you have any questions that you would like me to speak to learn a little bit more, feel free to reach out and share those with me, and I can build an episode around that. But largely, coaching, therapy, mentoring, consulting, there's a lot of overlap between those fields, but they're very different. And so oftentimes I find consultants calling themselves coaches. I often find people who started therapy for healing purposes have really gotten what they need out of consistent therapy. Doesn't mean they won't need to go back here and there, but a lot of people, when they're done with therapy, they don't know where else to go, so they stay in therapy. And for many people who are ready to step out and create and design, that's not therapy, that's coaching. So, those are some of the reasons why I'm going to do this. And also, if you didn't know, you could decide that you're going to be a life coach tomorrow and build a website and be a life coach. And I'm all about people going after their dreams, but having a bachelor's and a master's in psychology and counseling, and having been trained through an accredited coaches training program by the ICF, that's the International Coach Federation, what I've learned is if you don't know what you're doing, you can really hurt somebody. You can re-trigger trauma. You can push too hard and spin someone's nervous system out. Sometimes even really great coaches that I know who don't have a background in that kind of thing can sometimes have some issues too. So this is really to provide, again, education. Some of you might be wondering, is coaching for me? You might have friends that you know that. So we're going to break it all down, because I definitely don't want anyone to be duped by fancy marketing and no substance. And that happens a lot in the coaching industry. We need to know how people are trained. We need to know people, what their backgrounds are, how they work, all that good stuff. So Coaching Misunderstood will meet every Tuesday at noon Eastern here on Instagram Live. all the recordings will go to IGTV and onto the YouTube channel. DM me with anything you would like to know, and then sorry for that noise, I'm sitting outside, and then starting next week, we are going to start with what it is, then what it isn't, and just go in that kind of cadence. I will see you soon. Have a wonderful day.